don't laugh at me, but maybe we could be each other's soulmates. And then we could let men be just these great, nice guys to have fun with.
This is an issue that women seem to not be able to understand, right? It's not about the race of a man. That's the problem. It isn't. It's about what type of man you choose. This is a thing where it's an example, right? Okay, women are interested in 6-foot men, but so they jump into other races, they still pick 6-foot men. So really this is the thing. If you, let's say you dated black men, but shitty black men, when you go into other races, you will still date those same shitty men, but they're just different. They're just of different races. This is the thing what women don't understand. It's not the race of a man, it's the type of man you pick, right? His morality, his characters, his mindset. This is something that women seem to not be able to grasp because they still pick the shitty type of man wherever they go. It's a cycle. I've seen it so many times where, let's say women are in toxic or abusive relationships. They hate it. They know they're in a toxic, abusive relationship. They leave that relationship. They get into another toxic, abusive relationship, and then another, and then another. So they think that, it must be just black men. Black men are toxic and abusive. Okay. And then they go into another race. They try another race. And somehow, magically, they're in another toxic, abusive relationship. This is the thing where women understand that they are looking for a certain type, like, let's say 6-foot men, example. But they don't seem to think that, okay, maybe it's the fault because you only pick 6-foot men, okay? And you think that, okay, that's going to make him a good man, a good long-term partner? No. So, like, you go into another race and you think that, okay, let me pick another 6-foot man in another race and maybe he'll be different. No, that's the thing where a lot of women seem to not grasp. You pick men on such superficial things and superficial things for long-term commitment, and then you expect different results, right? That's the definition of insanity. It's like women can't understand that, hey, let me change the type of man I pick. Instead of dating athletes, a black athlete, a white athlete, an Asian athlete, whatever, how about I date a geek, an engineer, things like that, right? Like drastically different. And it don't matter the race, right? Character. Let me, instead of dating a man that's like 6-figure man, who's like really egotistical, right? Because he's rich. How about let me date a man that's focused on long-term commitment. He has morals, he has principles, he has a good personality, he believes in monogamy, he doesn't have a history of cheating. How about that? Instead of, you know what? I'm just gonna like the type of man I like, but I'm gonna change the race and expect something different.
If y'all don't like women to wear makeup and weave, why do you keep approaching women who are wearing makeup and weave? I don't get that. I will clearly see a woman in person sometimes, and she'll have on makeup, lashes, lipstick, braids down to her back, or you can see the lace on her lace wig, and you still go and approach her because you like what you see, and then turn around and be like, I don't like.
It seems hard for women to understand. Men have two categories, right? You're someone to have sex with, or you're someone that they see long-term relationship with. The men that say that they don't like all that fake stuff is that they want to know who you are down, underneath all that, so they know who they're waking up to every day of their life, okay? So they know that, okay, this is how you look. And the men that ignore it is that, you know what, I don't care how you look. I just want to have sex. That's the thing women seem to not understand. Like, they can't distinguish that, okay, if a man just wants you for sex, it's different than a man wants you for a long-term committed relationship. Women seem to be deluded and think that, okay, if he wants me for sex, he wants me for everything. No. Men can compartmentalize that idea where he could just see you for sex. He could care less what happens to you, what you look like, what your personality is, anything about you. He just sees you as someone he could have sex with. That's it. On the flip side is that, you know what? He wants to know more about you. He wants to know how you look truly, okay? So he know that, okay, I know what I'm waking up to every day of my life. He wants to know your personality. He will think about you, about long-term relationship. That's the thing. To seem like women are so confused and after years and still not understand why, because they do not care what men think. They do not care what men feel. They do not care what men say. Women are just perceived what they want to perceive. They perceive that, oh, if you want to have sex with them, you want them for long-term committed relationship too. And let's not fool ourselves, right? I've seen the wonders women do with makeup. Hell, I see the wonder what men do with makeup, right? So really, yeah, they like what they see, but they can't trust what they see if they think about long-term committed relationship. Now, again, like I said, if it's just sex, whatever, right? If you could cake your face, you could look something totally different. It don't matter at night, right? It don't matter in the dark. This is for the women that want men at the finish line, right? Wait for men at the finish line. That don't want to struggle with a man, which you do what you want, right? But it fascinates me. What type of man you think you're gonna get? These are men that they have no loyalty to you. They see that you are only there through the good times. You're not there through the hardships, through the sufferings, through the bad times of his life. No, you only want to reap the rewards, not go through the struggles, which is whatever, that's you. But what type of man do you think you're getting? These are men that's not loyal to you. These are men that, you know what, they will want you then, and they will want you. They will stop wanting you when they feel like it. These are men that don't care. It fascinates me that women think that, okay, let me get a man who's on his up, which is when he's on his up, now he's highly desired. Now more women want him, right? Because he's at a place where if you want him, most women would want him. A lot of women would want him too. This is the thing what women don't understand. You think that there's no women is very fascinating. That they think that for men, men will have to compete for women, but women don't have to compete for men, which is insanity. Especially when you want the top percent of men, right? Men that are on the up, are all already finished, right? At the finish line. Those men, women compete for. Okay, so this is the insanity of women, where these men, they have not built any loyalty towards you. These men have options. Okay, so now they see that, okay, this woman wants me, that I'm, at the top of my game. Other women also want me at the top of my game. So if now these men sees better options, they will leave you. They won't. And then you wonder why these women say, oh, these men are terrible. These men are cheaters. These men are liars. These men just play games and stuff. You choose men that are highly desired, are at the up. You choose men that they have no loyalty towards you, because what have you built with them? You haven't built nothing. No, you want men that are already built. That's the thing. And I'm pretty sure people will say, oh, what about the men that left the woman that they built with? This is the thing where women don't talk about. You choose terrible men. You choose to build with terrible men. That's the thing. It's not like you choose to you choose to build with good moral men that, you know what, they want family oriented. They are monogamous. They're not into cheating. They're not into the game that is dating. They're not into that, right? They want marriage. That you didn't choose those type of men. You choose terrible men and decide to build with terrible men, and then surprise, surprise, they've been built, right? They are now highly desired men, and they left you. This is the thing women don't talk about, right? That they actually choose terrible men to build with. So it's just insanity. I'm just fascinated sometimes how women act and the things they say. What type of men do you think you're attracting?